The experience I'm about to recount to you is quite short, unfortunately, but I remember it quite vividly. You remember Wally, right? The cute little boy who served as your rival in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Yeah, he's easily one of my favorites. He doesn't seem to have any emotional hang-ups. He's not arrogant. He doesn't constantly call you weak. He's not a hyperactive annoyance, and he's not trying to deceive you, even for the smallest amount of time. He's just a sweet, innocent little boy who wants to be a good Pokemon trainer. He was the one I hated to beat, but at the same time I loved it. The way he accepted his defeat at my character's hands with the vow to try harder made me feel like it was a motivator of some sort. I wasn't beating him mercilessly, I was helping him get better. It had been quite some time since I played my Ruby game. A few years at least. I never once misplaced it, as I suddenly got the urge to play it. One day, after watching the Jirachi Wishmaker movie, I found it neatly tucked away in my sock drawer, in the exact same corner in which I had left it. It wasn't even dusty. The cloth protection of a bunch of unused socks kept it safe from any damaging elements, which in turn answered the question as to why I had placed it in the sock drawer in the first place. I located my DS. I misplaced my GBSP quite a while ago. Not that it mattered. And quickly inserted the right cartridge, excited to see my completely unbalanced Pokemon team. I selected my save file and saw that I had saved right in front of the Pokemon League, which was good considering I planned to challenge him straight away anyway. Rather, since I was there, I figured I'd pay my favorite little rival a friendly visit before doing anything. First Wally, then the League. Then I'd see if there was a chance if I had been lucky enough to find my game on the day I could find Mirage Island. As I stepped away from the League entrance following the zigzag path downwards, I stopped a moment and opened my party. Normally when I leave a Pokemon game alone for a while, I found out that the last thing I did was trade to help out my Pokédex on other games. It wouldn't be the first time that I enter a battle completely unaware that I had a party full of level 9 Rattata and Magikarp. It's a bit of an embarrassing situation to say the least. They were all there though. Inferno, the level 100 Blaziken, Volcano, the level 85 Groudon, Dalioros, the level 87 Rayquaza, Durgan, the level 65 Salamence, Harbinger, the level 55 Absol, and Vengeance, the level 34 Banette. As I said, painfully unbalanced, but they were all there just as I had left them. I was relieved, actually. That meant that Ruby was the game I hadn't abused Palpark with. It must have been Emerald. But that's not really important though. I'm getting off track. My party was there, so I didn't have to waste a few minutes in going back up to the League to switch out my dinky little underlevel Pokemon for something a little better. So I began my little trek to see Wally once more. As I entered the cave, he was standing there, waiting for me already. I couldn't remember if that was what he was supposed to do or not. As I had said, it had been quite a long time since I've so much as thought about this game, but I was excited to talk to him either way. Whether I felt guilty for beating him or not, I really loved seeing him. I approached him and pressed A to talk, but rather than have him say something in greeting before challenging me to a battle, the trainer spotted the theme played for a second or two, before the screen flickered, signifying a battle had started. But just as quickly as the screen faded to black, it faded back into the normal cave scene once more. Only Wally was no longer there. I shrugged it off, thinking that years of having the cartridge had actually put a little wear on the game's inner workings. Not that I'm actually techno-savvy enough to really know how that would work. I started to walk away, thinking to see if this glitch continued in the Pokemon League. If it did, I was out of a game. I'd either have to reset or get a new one. Either option would kill me. Inferno was the best Pokemon I ever had, though before I could take a single step past turning around, the Pokénav rang. I didn't think it could function properly in caves and the like, but since it was kinda close to the exit and open air, I suppose it made sense for it to work. It only said ... 6 times. Wally, come to Petalburg. Click. I'm not sure how to explain it, but with the little hiccup my game just had, with the battle scene and the face, I'm almost positive that small bit of dialogue wasn't scripted. I felt uneasy. Nonetheless, I got out of the cave, selected Delios to fly to Petalburg City. When I got there, I could definitely tell something was off. The whole city looked foggy, and the colors looked as if they had been washed out, leaving the normally cheery town looking rather dismal. Even the music was different. Just slightly, though. The tempo had been noticeably slowed, further adding to the incredibly dreary effect. I explored the area for a little, going in a few buildings surrounding the Pokemon Center just to see what else had changed. For one thing, no one was around. The area was completely devoid of all NPCs, but it didn't take me long to figure out where they all were. I walked up to Wally's parents' house to find 7 NPC sprites lining the path of the door. 2 columns of 3, with one standing at one side of the door,